Every civilization begins with a heartbeat, and France's first came from a tribe called the Franks. In the 5th century, their king, Clovis, united the tribes of Gaul under one crown. When he embraced Christianity, the crown became sacred and the first stones of France were laid. From faith and war, from chaos and courage, a nation was born. Through centuries, kings ruled by divine right, believing their power flowed from God Himself. Cathedrals rose higher than castles. Stone became prayer. From Reims to Paris, France crowned its kings beneath stained glass light. The people worked the land and believed the crown would protect them. But kingdoms are never eternal. In 1337, France and England began a century of war over land, over crowns, over pride. Cities burned, kings fell, and hope faded, until a 17-year-old girl heard a voice. Jeanne d'Arc led an army and a dream. She was betrayed, burned, and reborn as France's conscience. When the battles ended, ideas began. The 16th century opened its windows to light, art, and learning. King Francis I invited Leonardo da Vinci, and the Renaissance crossed the Alps. From chateaux in the Loire Valley to the streets of Paris, France learned that power could live in paint, poetry, and reason. Then came the age of magnificence. Louis XIV, the Sun King, ruled for 72 years. He built Versailles not as a palace, but as a universe, where every corridor whispered his glory. Under him, art, music, and fashion became France's new weapons. But outside the Golden Gates, hunger grew. 1789, the world changed. The people stormed the Bastille, tore down the old world, and built a new one with words. Liberty, equality, fraternity. The king lost his crown and his head. The revolution gave humanity hope and a warning. Freedom always has a price. Out of the revolution's ashes rose a soldier, Napoleon Bonaparte. He crowned himself emperor, redrew the map of Europe, and carried French law to every border. He promised order, glory, and destiny. But ambition burns fast. The empire collapsed, yet his name never faded. France fell and rose again and again. Kings returned, revolutions repeated, but the idea of a republic survived. The 19th century turned industry into power, and Paris into the capital of art and intellect. The 20th century tested France's soul, 2 world wars, occupation, resistance, liberation. The City of Lights went dark, but never silent. From de Gaulle's call to freedom to the birth of the Fifth Republic, France stood tall once more. Today, France is not an empire nor a kingdom, but an idea that still shapes the world. It speaks through its art, its films, its language, through its scientists, writers, and dreamers, through its people who never stopped believing in the beauty of freedom.